Do you want to know how to be able to keep a PMA, positive mental attitude, day in and day out? Check this out.
This piece is entitled The Last Supper. It's not anything at all like a table full of home-cooked meals on a Sunday afternoon. No, that meal clearly has a start and finish. You know that at the end of this meal, the food will be devoured, the belly's full, and the appetite contained. We won't long for the meal we just had, nor will we cry because of its unexplained sudden end of our feast. Instead, it'll be like the exact opposite of the last kiss we shared, and the exact opposite of the last eye-locked gaze we stared. So let me ask you this. How much differently would we eat this meal together if we knew that it was our last one forever? Would we talk about our shitty fucking days at work and about how bad traffic is getting now that every asshole is driving like a jerk? Oh my God, this country is going to hell, and now I can't believe our huge houses won't sell. No! It'll be the exact opposite. Like the last time I looked at you silently with a half-cracked smile. And at that moment, the words "I love you" and "I care for you" never rolled out of my mouth to meet your soothing ears. Instead, it fades away just like the distant memory of you on that last day. What if I had known that this last meal was really just you? I think I would have taken 1,000,000 years just to eat one crumb at a time. I'd bring to every neighbor, every friend, every stranger, every last crumb, and I would share them just so they could taste the greatness that is you. I know I would for sure talk with my mouth full. I would kneel down on the ground with both knees, and I would find the words to tell you I was grateful. Look, every day, every moment, every person you know, everything you love, everything you hate, it is that last meal. So just remember, as you piggishly devour your next meal without a grateful thought or concern, knowing that when the hunger arrives, you'll barely feel the starving burn, just sit down at that familiar table and dig into your next feast, only to find that the crumbs are gone forever. Fuck, what a hard lesson to learn.
Thank you very much for checking that piece out. I get asked a lot by a lot of my students about how I can go day to day with such a good attitude and keeping what I call the PMA, positive mental attitude. So, it's very important when you go into giving drum lessons, or if you're any kind of a coach or a teacher or anything, it's very important to be able to go into those lessons with a PMA, because teaching is very much a transfer of energy. If you go into a teaching room with bad energy and feeling down and pessimistic, you're going to be delivering that message to your student, all right? To the person that you're coaching. So it's very important to have a good mental mindset. And one thing that I do that I know that has helped me is practice gratitude. But it hasn't always been like that. So I wrote this piece, the piece that you just heard, okay, called the Last Supper, and this piece really is really geared for us to really think about the art of gratitude. We hear this phrase being passed around a lot, right? What does that really mean? So we can say we practice gratitude. How do we practice it with an intent in the moment is where the real magic happens, okay? So Let me ask you this. If you're a musician, let's say like you're a drummer or a guitar player or something, right? What if you're in this band that you totally love, right? And you guys get to your venue, you know, dude, everything's just going bad. It's not a very good day, you know, dude. Nobody shows up to the show. The sound check sucks. You're not gonna be getting paid. You're tired. You're hungry. You got a headache. You get up there. You play. Everybody in the band sounds like shit. You guys get in a big old fight and you say, fuck off, and everybody goes and bails. Last time you ever played. What if you play a show and it's the most beautiful thing ever, right? You walk off stage. Somebody in the band gets in an accident and dies. Well, you know what? There's no better way to practice gratitude than to reflecting on the stuff ending. You know, life makes you humble, and everything that you love, everything that you love, be it your band, your job, your career, your wife, your husband, right? You know, your relationship, guess what? That's all gonna come to an end. Here's the thing, you don't know when it's gonna come to an end. You have no idea when it's going to. There's no blueprint of when, you know, somebody's gonna die, you know, when the bottom is gonna fall out of stuff. So if you're able to just kind of recalibrate your mind and think about being up there on stage, and what if it is like the worst show ever, right? You know, dude, what if like nobody shows up? What if you do have a stomach ache and a headache and you're up there and you're playing and you're just about to get all, you know, bitchy and stuff? What if like something like timed out, and I don't care whether you believe in God or not. Let's just say, you know, God or whatever, right, came down and just said, hey, this is the last time you all will ever play together, and this might be the last time you guys ever see each other. What would be different about that show? What would be different about when you played? Think about that. I guarantee a lot would be different. You probably wouldn't care about your stomach ache or your headache or whatever, right? What if you're walking out to work in the morning, you've been down and you go to kiss your wife goodbye, and walking out that door, what if God or whatever stopped you and said, hey, it's the last time you're ever gonna give her a kiss? What would be different about that? All too often, these things are real, and by the time it happens, we're thinking about, oh man, what if I just bask in that last moment? What if I told the guys in my band how much I love them, what if I appreciated playing every last fucking note that I could play with these cats, man? What if, you know, would I have just given my wife a kiss, or would I tell her thank you? What would I do, right? That's how you gotta treat every moment, because it's not if, it's when. All of this stuff is going to come to an end. So, how do you wake up every day? How do you go into lessons with a PMA, with a positive mental attitude? Gratitude. But gratitude for it existing in the moment. Gratitude for you having another day, another breath, another chance. No matter how hard it is, no matter how good it is, how bad it is, it could be worse. So, at Beats from the Core, we try to walk into every single lesson with the most optimum PMA that we can. Gratitude for the attitude. I hope that this helped. Like, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Instagram, Beats from the Core. If you like this, get at me. Cheers.